What I have witnessed is the death of the rule of law and democratic retreat. There was a legal incident yesterday that was the first in the history of the Korean Constitution. The senior civil servant corruption investigations unit has arrested the incumbent president. This is a major challenge that shakes the foundation of the rule of the law and democracy in Republic of Korea. The Senior Civil Servant Corruption Investigation Unit, the Democratic Party's nominal investigation office, has disrupted the national investigation system. The Senior Civil Servant Corruption Investigation Unit became a tool for the Democratic Party's illegal political investigation. The investigation by the Senior Civil Servant Corruption Investigations Unit was a serious illegal investigation. The first Senior Civil Servant Corruption Investigations Unit has no right to investigate the crime of rebellion. Therefore, there is no right to arrest. The Senior Civil Servant Corruption Investigations Unit doesn't even have no power to prosecute the president. Under the Corruption Investigation Unit Act, the Corruption Investigations Unit can only directly prosecute police officers who are more than judges and prosecutors. Other high ranking officers can only be investigated. The indictment should be brought to the prosecution. The Senior Civil Servant Corruption Investigations Unit does not have the right to request an arrest warrant. Second, the Senior Civil Servant Corruption Investigations Unit got a warrant from the Western District Court to avoid the just jurisdiction court, which is a clear expedient. Moreover, the judge arbitrarily excluded restrictions on the seizures and search of the Criminal Transport Act from the first arrest warrant. Third, Senior Civil Servant Corruption Investigation Unit has no command over the police. Fourth, there is a charge of violating the security law. The Senior Civil Servant Corruption Investigation Unit didn't apply exceptions to the provisions related to the Ship Transport Act in the second arrest warrant. However, he pushed it into the presidential residence and secret place for military purposes. Fifth, forging official documents, the 55 guard corps access permission was forget. When the head of the security team refused to stamp the seal, investigators at the Joint Investigation Headquarters seized the seal and gave self-approval. This is a clear forgery of official documents. The starting point of all this illegal incompetence was the Democratic Party's one-sided fast-track legislative dictatorship. The Senior Civil Servant Corruption Investigations Unit had no agreement between the ruling and opposition parties and only pushed ahead with the numbers. The Senior Civil Servant Corruption Investigation Unit has now become a monster of political investigation and is trampling on the rule of law. It has become the Korean version of the Gestapo and a tool for investigating the Democratic Party of Korea. The Senior Civil Servant Corruption Investigation Unit is promoting polar division is an extreme way called the presidential arrest.